Hello to my Aquarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. All right, Aquarius. Okay. This reading is for the 21st of May through the 28th of May. Hopefully, you all are having a great week so far. I know we are still in the beginning of the week, but we are closing out a cycle. We had a full flower moon in Scorpio, and we are closing out a cycle. So the moon is in your sign, I believe. And when it's in your sign, it affects, and this is important for you to know because the moon affects our physical body as well. And you all are ruled by Saturn. You're ruled by Saturn and Uranus, and those are generational planets. But you do want to make sure you understand that the moon affects our physical bodies as well. But it's affecting your calves, your ankles, your shin, your Achilles, and then it's going to affect your feet, your toes, and also back up to your pineal gland, your third eye. So as you're closing out a cycle, so you don't want to get overwhelmed with your emotions as you're closing out cycles. This moon can make you feel pretty sensitive, right? So you want to make sure you journal. If you have a light blue celestite, that's a really good stone. It looks pretty. It looks like the sky. The light blue celestite looks like a sky, but it's really to help you to learn how to just go with the flow of your emotions as you're closing out cycles. See that card at the bottom there. So let's get into it. Let's get right into it. For those of you all who like questions, I kind of sort of put the questions in the videos as well. So like I said, we're closing out a cycle, and I will add some questions to it for those of you all who like questions. Add some questions to it. So let's get into it. Thank you for those of you all who let me know that there were some issues with the sound. We were trying out different microphones, and so hopefully you all can hear just fine. So let's jump right in. Let's set the tone for your reading. Start packing. Your new dream home is loading. So somebody is moving. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. Let's see what is going on here with these numbers. Remember, when you're looking for signs all around you, you're looking for numbers. Sometimes you'll see the same number over and over and over again. A lot of times people look for numbers like 1111, or you see ones or twos or threes, fours, all the way to nines. Like you're looking for, start practicing, especially with technology, start practicing looking up angel numbers online and looking at the duality of it, light and dark side, right? If you see license plate numbers that kind of sort of pop out at you or whatever, it could be a sign. Source is trying to show you something. Animals that you see, like if you see a deer cross your path. Some people live in places where they have deer or a fox or sheep or, those kind of things, right? So 525 money. Wealth flows to those who already believe they have it, right? So financial abundance wants to flow to you, but you must prepare your mind for it. So the key is feeling grateful for what you have, feeling grateful for what you want as if you already have it. So think of one thing you want right now. Sit for a few moments in quiet appreciation for its presence in your life as if you already manifested it. Okay. So somebody has a feeling about something trying to come in, and you may have been having a feeling about something for quite some time. And so, yeah. So maybe somebody's feeling like a job is coming in or their dream home is coming in. Maybe somebody has, apply for a home loan or something like that, or maybe you apply for a new condo or something you was thinking something is coming in, or you maybe just having a feeling about something, right? So keep your vibrations high. Keep your vibration so you can meet that just meet it where it is, right? So let's see what we got going on. See what we have going on, because you have an innate spiritual understanding of things. Really, I feel like you have an innate spiritual understanding of the just duality in general. Yeah, on like what, because I feel like somebody knows their worth and they know their value, and And it's really not judging anybody, really not judging anybody. Pray and meditate. Not just pray and meditate. You are protected and loved. hmm Your next love interest will make you happier. For those of you all who want a next love interest, of course, if you already have one, you may not want another one. you and want y'all out here with several love interests. No, I'm just kidding. But you know what I'm saying, Aquarius. So you got one, that could be enough, right? Y'all trying to keep up with one person, it could be enough. But anyway, so they are somebody is a changeling. So the child of fairies or demons who have been substituted for a human baby. So somebody met their match. So move in silence and move in peace. Somebody has a demon of envy. Somebody feels like you are their property. Like you don't know your worth and know your value. So they just, so but create the change that you want. Create the change that you want, right? Keep it high vibrational. Make room for a new blessing, right? So yeah, wealth is within your reach. Wealth is within your reach. Somebody apologizes for hurting you. Your inner child is proud of you, right? So be patient. The answers are coming. Somebody wants the best for you. So get focused. Laser. They plan to disrupt your money, backfire, whoever they are. So unless you know somebody whose name is they on their birth certificate, who knows who they are. Anyway, let's get into your reading. Let's get into your reading, Aquarius. All right, let's go. So let's get you some questions before we lay the cards out for those of you all who like questions. Like I said, get outside and get some fresh air. You're an air sign. You cleanse by your element. Touch the ground. Get some grounding going on. If you live in a warm climate, take your shoes off and do some earthing. Let your feet touch the grass if you can. Or if you live, sand or whatever, beach, earthing. Fresh air. Let the sun hit your face. Some sunglasses on. Wind in your back. You're near water. That's great too. Recharge, reset, grab your journal. Just free write. Just free write. What thoughts are coming to you? Don't even have to make sense. Just write something. I saw a bee fly on your shoulder or something. There's anything. Whatever source is telling you, just write. First card out the deck, strength card, right? Somebody is a very, very strong person. Somebody is meek as a lamb, but you know how to let source fight your battles, which is great. You know how to let source fight your battles, right? You know how to let your inner child come out and play. We're talking about fifth house here. You know how to let source fight your battles. Yep. You know how to let source fight your battles. Fifth house is all about romance, creativity, children. It's all about, excuse me, first, it's all about expression. It's all about, what makes you feel good, right? So here we have the Queen of Swords here. Definitely see you know how to put your emotions behind lock and key and keep it high vibrational, right? Because who is out here, putting paws on somebody like you in the wilderness somewhere? Nope. You know how to let source fight your battle. The Lion of Judah, right? So here we have the Wheel card. You're on top of things. You're on top of things, right? So yeah, here's the Ace of Swords here. So somebody's going back through their memory. This is you going back down the stair steps of your mind, just kind of going back through your past, right? You're very clear-headed, very clear-minded, right? Very clear in your thinking, right? Very, very clear. What side you land on, right? So somebody could be a lone wolf, right? So when we talked about wolf energy, let me pull this. I'm gonna pull out this spirit animal booklet here we talked about one time before. For those of you all who are new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Welcome back. Y'all remember that show, Welcome Back? This generation may not remember it, but it was a show called Welcome Back. Let me see. Um, this is what's the name of this? This is called Animal Spirit. So we're talking about duality here, duality of a wolf. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. So wolf, right? For those of you all. So guardian of family and tribe, activism, ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all, exclude none. So when it's balanced, it's reliable, democratic, and fearless. But when it's out of balance, it's judgmental, dominating. Remember, the judgment card is Pluto, outermost planet, is currently retrograde, and it's also in your zodiac sign, right? So you can go look that up, Aquarius. And then to bring it all into balance, you want to practice letting go. You want to practice letting go to bring it in balance. So, again, like I said, healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching. That's religious or political studies. And so, um, and that's keeping people enlightened, right? That's keeping people enlightened. But the dark side of it, it gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit, and that includes children walking in parents' footsteps, right? So, right. So everybody has their path to follow. Um, so anyway, you have enough information. This is the King of Pentacles here. You have enough information here. It's not a competition. You're very, very clear on something. But so let's continue. Let's continue. So you're moving in silence and moving in peace. Dark wolf energy, is always doing something in the shadows. So that's why you're moving in silence and moving in peace. Um, and so don't let it give you a nervous breakdown. Don't let it give you a nervous breakdown when you cut ties with those types of energies. Yeah, somebody has an envious spirit. They feel like that things belong to them, like it's their property. So, but don't let it break your brains. Right? Somebody's dealing with two dark magicians. They like to phase energies out. Either it's their way or the highway, right? So here we have the Page of Swords here. So somebody was an open book and it gave people all sorts of ideas about you and about them. So, and you may be an open book as well. But again, people pray for people like you, but they also pray on people like you, right? They pray on people like you because they think you're meek. Your meekness means it's a weakness, right? But it's because you let source fight your battles. So yeah, people will pray for somebody like you, Aquarius. I don't know who I'm talking to here. Again, take only what resonates with you. Even my cross watchers who's tending. Aquarius rules 11th house. 11th house is about friendships, community, goals, hopes, wishes, awareness, humanitarianism, technology, the future, right? So think about that. When you are in spaces, and I'm telling you that the moon, and the moon moves through phases and it affects certain parts of your body. This is again your third eye. When you're in spaces and you feel like you're walking a tightrope, or you will feel like you're walking on eggshells, like right, and you're an open book, something in your body is going to tell you that. Something, so your body is going to tell you that. Something is in how people respond to you. Some people are going to keep you enlightened. They're going to enlighten you about things. And some people are just going to sit there and keep you in the dark about some things. All right. Again, you're an air sign. So you're getting some proper air, getting outside and getting some fresh air. Things that go through the air. Things that come through the air. Getting your proper water. You're an air sign, but you're a water bearer, right? You'll feel your water evaporate around some people a lot faster than others. Some people will think you're running away from stuff, right? And some people will get to know you well enough and they're talking to you. They'll know that when you say, oh, I need to step out and get some fresh air, that you're not running away. You're stepping out and getting some fresh air, right? So you go outside and get some fresh air so you can think. This is somebody who thinks, right? So when you're coming in contact with people who need to go get some fresh air, you're not thinking that, you know, I don't believe that person. I don't believe that person. The suspicious of everything, right? When somebody says they need to get out and get some fresh air, right? So that's how you're saving yourself. Looking at your cards here, somebody could have new love coming across their path. Somebody has new love coming across their path, right? So, yeah, you can have new love coming across your path. Someone who is trying to be conservative with their time, um, saving money. Yeah, somebody who could be conservative with their time, saving money. Here we have the Tower card. I see you being in a very vulnerable space, very vulnerable, right? With some energies who are, like I said, with obsessed with phasing you out, ending you, you know, with about all the sacrifices that you've already made. You made a lot of sacrifices, already. Um, Seeing that, making you feel like you, because you were meek, that you're weak, right? By separating you and someone else, making themselves the center of attention, and they're being ruthless, saying a lot of things about you. So, you are free, Aquarius. I see you getting some rest. You're getting some rest. So you're moving on from talking about past surgeries, or if you went through divorces or past disappointments or whatever the case may be you may have gone through in the past. I see you moving on from those things. Again, people pray for people who is going to be open with them when they meet people, especially when they talk about love, especially when you talk about dating somebody. Like when you talk about, okay, it's nice when people are just, tell you who they are up front. They tell them, okay, you've been married, maybe you're divorced, maybe you had, surgeries or whatever the case may be. People pray for people like that. But at the same time, people prey on people like that too. So you're gonna have to also discern. So you got some good information, you got some good news coming through, messages, some good news coming through. You know your worth and you know your value. As far as family is concerned. So yeah, you know your worth and you know your value when it comes to family. So yeah. You have an innate spiritual understanding of things. You have an innate spiritual understanding of things. Yeah. And so this full card on the bottom of the deck. So yellow may be of significance to you. It speaks to the solar plexus chakra. And you see this amethyst right here, crown chakra, right? Yeah, crown chakra. So you're rising above judgment and you're not judging other people either, right? Yeah, you're not obsessed with judging other people who know their worth and know their value. So some people are not afraid to ask who all is going to be over there. I mean, that's kind of universal. No matter what language you speak, no matter what culture you're from, people ask who's going to be over there. You want to know. Even at work, who's going to be at the potluck? Who cooked this? I mean, with dietary restrictions, asking questions. I mean, That's not being rude to ask. You're protecting all parts of yourself. If you're asking like, okay, who made this? You know, you want to make sure if people are cooking veggies, like what do they season with? If it's going to go against something that your doctor said you can't have, you might have just gotten a negative report from your doctor, and your doctor said, okay, you can't have certain types of meat. It may tasted good in the past, but that could be something your doctor said. If you eat another one of those things, we're gonna have to put you in the hospital. So yeah, so you're not judging people. So let's see. So yeah, you're not falling for that bait of somebody thinking you judging somebody. So anyway, so I feel like you're I feel like I said, looking at your cards here, somebody has love coming across their path. And I see you have some, like I said, some good news. I feel like, yeah, anyway. Let's see what else we got. What else we got going on here? Yeah. So Fool card came out twice upright. Yeah. So yeah. Death card came out twice. So yeah. All right. Two things have ended. I think this is it. Let's get some oracle cards and let's go ahead and close this out. Go ahead and close this out. Energetic clearing. So during crisis, the Holy One herself might be emptying you of fear and attachment, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. So some kind of energetic clearing is happening here. So make room for a new blessing. Your inner child is proud of you. Yeah. So get some rest. Get some rest. Somebody may have blue hair. Let's see. What else is going on with the, let me see I'm trying to look for the other deck here. We got one, two. Okay, that was the other deck. Let me pull this deck here. Illumination. New hope. Again, the color yellow, right? Color yellow. So, so new hope. So something has come to light. Something has come to light. That is what I have for you. So get focused. Like I said, somebody apologizes for hurting you. Like I said, wealth is within your reach. Um, and yeah, like I said, you're protected and loved. Pray and meditate. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, I was trying to see if there was any other cards that I wanted to use for this reading, but I think that's it. Keep your vibrations high, and I will see you in the next video. All right, bye.